go to a NAB-A-SLAB. It's made by my buddy Luke from Long Pine Creek Tackle Company. Luke has a nice little business going on up there in Randolph, Nebraska. So we'll take a look at some of his lures today and see how they do. And today we're at a strip pit, and the strip pit is low, probably at least 2 feet low. You can see the water's a little bit stained, 56 degrees, and we're fishing light today. Use 4-pound fluorocarbon. I'm going to start out by fishing this little jig about 3 feet underneath a small weighted cork. Seen a couple of fish on the fish finder so far, so let's just kind of flip this over there by the rock wall. All right, something's hungry over there. Hungry indeed. Okay, Lorraine, you know what these are, right? Fun to catch. Fun, fun, fun. All right. But you are just a nice specimen. The nice thing about a long pole is you can drop it right in the brush and you can catch the fish. Okay, that's like 3 or 4 fish, and I've been here 5 minutes, so I think it tells us everything we need to know. Okay. So we got all 4 varieties so far. Okay, I took off my cork and just dropped it down in the brush. And thump, you've been fire cracked. Figured something's going to be hanging out along the warm rocks. Yeah, that's a nice bass. We obviously found this one was hotter than a firecracker, so let's go to a NAB-A-SLAB in tobacco color. Just get a little piece between your cheek and gum. There you go. Yeah. Makes me feel a little bit better. Chew tobacco, chew tobacco, chew tobacco, spit. There you go, my friend. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. The little gold thing flicks around out there. Our next random drawing contestant is a NAB-A-SLAB 1/32 in winter shad. Doesn't feel much like winter, but female. That's a pretty good one. Okay, all of Luke's creations have worked really good so far, and I'm going to try this little rascal here. I was kind of intrigued by it because I normally don't throw anything this small. It's called an RP jig, and it's a 1/64 ounce. And there's Luke holding up a rainbow trout. This is a little furry, feathery thing, and I'm going to do what he told me to do in the email, which is to put it under a float or just cast it out and the fish grab it. That sounds like a pretty good plan. So let's put on some gravy, home style Mega Strike. All right. Here we go. That's nice. And this bank happens to be the perfect example of why strip pit fishing is good if you're in the water like we are, and really bad if you're trying to fish it from the bank, because you just cannot get down to the water. The fish also have an advantage because they do not get a whole lot of pressure. And another. That's a nice bluegill. Catch you later. And another. Beautiful. And another. You guys are all in the same club, aren't you? Decided to get with the program, huh? And another. It's getting on the mighty nice side right there. That's nice. Catch you later. There it goes. Ah, yeah. There's always something under the tree. Okay. Wow. Getting into the big boys now. Alright, are you over there making nests? Keep it up. Well, Luke, I gotta say, this has been one of the most fun fishing outings I've ever had this time of the year. That's for darn sure. All of your little creations worked really well. In terms of sheer numbers, that RP fly actually did the job, because it was just catching everything. It's all good. They're all good. And if you folks are looking for some hand-tied gadgetries, really do work. This time of the year, catching fish like this. Thanks for coming along. God bless, and catch you next time. Bye-bye. That's a good little lure.